Extremely happy. Gomes has been in ICE custody since Saturday.
We have a team of reporters covering all angles of this story tonight. We begin with WBZ's Beth Germano. She is live in Chelmsford, where the immigration hearing happened earlier today. Beth?
Well, there had actually been some initial confusion about whether Marcelo Gomes da Silva had actually been transferred to Plymouth last night to spend the night before being brought back to Burlington for his final release. That did not happen, but in any case, as you heard, it's been quite an odyssey for the Milford High School student, arrested, placed in conditions he has described as horrendous, and now a judge has released him while his legal battle continues.
Marcelo! Marcelo!
Dozens of supporters turned out at immigration court in Chelmsford to learn that 18-year-old Marcelo Gomes da Silva will be released on $2,000 bond and returned to his family.
It's a victory to get him out, but it's a bit of a hollow victory because he should not have been detained in the first place.
And a hollow victory because the Milford High School student who was arrested by ICE last Saturday on his way to volleyball practice continues to fight efforts to deport him. Volleyball team members with mixed emotions as he's released.
A lot of emotions. At one time, I was happy, but also sad because, you know, he went through all that stuff and no one should have to go through that type of pain.
His lawyers say Gomes da Silva entered the country legally from Brazil at the age of 7. And while his visa has lapsed over the years, they'll now file an asylum application on his behalf. While it's unlikely he'd be arrested again, there is still fear.
He is the people who are being the victims of this ramped up, irrational immigration campaign. And he's the one it's people like Marcelo who are the fabric of our communities.
His parents were too afraid to come to court. A cousin says since the arrest of Marcelo, they never leave the house.
I usually get like food for them. I buy like water like today. So because they cannot go out to get anything. So I have to pretty much do everything.
His girlfriend and friends are ready to embrace him. What will it be like to see him again, to know that he's okay?
Excited, just very happy, good emotions.
Right when he comes back, he's gonna feel all the love.
But they worry about life returning to normal.
I'm not sure I don't think it'll be back to normal, but I hope it'll be good.
He's going to go back to church. He's going to go back to his girlfriend of 2 years. He's going to go back to finishing out the school year. I'm hoping if his teachers are listening, just give him A's.
And with the backlogged immigration courts, this fight could drag on for some time. But for now, it is a celebration with family and friends. And as you heard from Marcelo himself, that first meal, chicken nuggets. Reporting live from Chelmsford, I'm Beth Germano, WBZ News.
Beth, thank you. He also said that he was not held in very good conditions, that he lived on basically crackers for 6 days and hadn't taken a shower in that period of time.
Yeah, he described this as a very tough ordeal. He did speak again moments ago. Brandon Truitt is live where he just spoke moments ago. And Brandon, obviously a sense of relief for him, his family. And interesting that he said that this whole time he was in custody, he had no idea that his community and his classmates were rallying behind him.
Yeah, in fact, David and Lisa, I learned from his attorneys that he found out about the support from other ICE detainees as they were being processed in this facility, kind of pointing out, oh, hey, there's that guy on the news. He learned it from them. So he was joined here by two congressmen, Congressman Auchincloss and Seth Moulton, who just entered the facility behind us. They said they were here because they were, in their words, appalled by the conditions that were being described here, and they wanted to come and check them out themselves. Marcelo has just pulled out of this parking lot here, but he, as you mentioned, described getting very little food, crackers at times that he shared with other people that he was in a room with. He said he was uncomfortable sharing a room with people in their 30s and 40s and having to use the restroom in front of them, saying he hadn't showered in that amount of time as well. Here's more of what he had to say.
I don't want to cry, but I want to say that place, it's not good. It's not good. Ever since I got here, they had me in handcuffs. They put me downstairs, and I was in a room with a bunch of 35-year-old men, and those rooms were small compared to the size of like how many men were there. There was like 40 men in there. We would barely get any attention from the people there. It would be really hard. I haven't showered in 6 days. I haven't done anything. The only thing I could do is thank God every day because that's all I would do. I would pray there.
I also heard from his attorneys that he was taken to the hospital Tuesday night over concerns that he had a concussion. And when he came back at around 4 a.m. Wednesday morning, he was placed in a solitary room and wasn't seeing anyone until his attorney showed up ultimately yesterday at around 5 o'clock. That was the first time they ever had a face-to-face meeting with him. I'm told that's not totally unusual in these kind of immigration cases. Also worth pointing out, the only question that he skipped today, Marcelo that is when he was asked about what people who might think that when you're here illegally, you should face consequences. He skipped that question and went on to the next one. Ultimately, though, the case against him continues to move forward. A lot more to come on this. Live in Burlington, Brandon Truitt, WBZ News.
All right, Brandon, thank you.